And here we go, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Scotland versus Israel here in the World Cup qualifiers. A big night for Scotland in the big scheme of things. A really intense night, in fact. So much on the line. You know, Scotland do have a chance of maybe getting that second place spot. Of course, the Faroe Islands follow on Monday. But this is an important game for me, in my opinion. I feel like Austria are out of the two-horse race now in terms of getting that second place spot. But, look, Scotland and Israel, now need to battle out, try and get that second place spot and qualify into the World Cup. Group stage, this is a great opportunity. If Scotland can defeat Israel here tonight, it'll be a great achievement for, first and foremost, the country. It's the first time, I think it's the seventh time in like 2 or 3 years that these two are playing each other again. Are constantly colouring Scotland and Israel games. I'm not sure why. I think they're in the European qualifiers as well. So yeah, they're constantly playing each other, Scotland and Israel. And I mean, I'll go through the recent matches and stuff like that before. But look, it's a big night here tonight, and a chance for both of them to really set down their flag and intent in terms of qualifying into the World Cup playoff round for that second, whatever you get for second spot. But yeah, it's a real good chance for them to do that. But let's go through the team lineups and all that good stuff. Guys, as always, please do smash the old like button. Let's try and get to 50 likes. Good to see Kim Jers in here early. Aaron Wood, Logan, Simple Kind of Man, good to see you as well. King Handsome, JJ, good to see all you guys. Hope you're well. Good to see Kyle Hill. Come on, Scotland, hurry up and get this done so we can get back to watching the mighty Jers. Kyle Hill, man, I feel you, man. I really do miss the club football, man. I'm really... You know, international football's alright. This one's quite a good game. It's like a competitive one, I suppose, in terms of there's quite a bit at stake. So it makes it interesting. So I am looking forward to this one as well. But you can't beat club football, can you? But anyway, let's go through the team lineups anyway, in terms of who's starting this evening. We're at 20 minutes away from kickoff. Craig Gordon starts in goal for Scotland. McTominay, Hendry and Tierney at the back in a back three. In the midfield is Patterson, McGinn, McGilmore, McGregor and Robertson. And up top, of course, is Shea Adams and Lyndon Dykes. A very strong side there, in my opinion, from Scotland, to be fair. A real good strong side. If you look at that, I'm a big fan of it. I do like that side. Really strong. As for the Israel side, it's Marciano in goal, Abeid, Mencham, Arid and Darsa at the back. In the midfield is Solomon, Nacho, Perez, and up top is Dabur, Zahavi and Beaton. Of course, everybody knows who Beaton is, and everybody knows who Marciano is from their times in Scotland. Of course, Zahavi, good player. He plays for PSV Eindhoven. He's a pretty decent player, to be perfectly honest with you. It was a bit better, I think, for the club that he played before, but he had a real good goal-to-game ratio. It was like pretty frightening, to be fair. So, yeah, fair play to him. He's a decent little player as well. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that one sort of pans out this evening. But guys, get your score predictions down there below. Let's see what you've got for me. Billy Duncan says, "Hey Dan, how was things?" Yeah, I'm good, man. I had a couple of drinks last night, guys. I'm a bit worse for wear, actually. A bit hungover. Don't often go out, but when I do, I have a mad one, and it was one of those ones where I woke up at 12 o'clock this afternoon. I've been bad. I've been working a lot lately, so when I went out last night, I blew the arse out of it, and got really smashed, and I'm pretty tired, but look, I'm pumped for this game either way, guys. I'm ready to go for it. If you can help us out though, guys, do smash that like button. Let's try and get to 20 likes before kickoff. Why not? That's a nice easy target. We're about 20 minutes away from kickoff, and we've already got 9 likes anyway, so yeah, do guys smash that like button and subscribe. But yeah, what are you thinking in terms of the whole football world before we get into Scotland and Israel? Let's discuss what happened with Newcastle, man. What do you guys think about the Newcastle takeover? Let me know down there in the live chat. I know this is majority Scottish football, but look, it could have a knock-on effect, Rangers fans, eh? Stevie G. Although I woke up that morning, nearly blew my cup of tea out of my mouth, and I thought, surely that couldn't happen. But then I thought about it. And I know Conte is now the favourites to go to Newcastle, but what available managers are there? I know Conte is there, but is he a relegation specialist? I mean, look, at first Newcastle have got to get to January first, then get some players, and they are in a bit of a relegation dogfight as things stand at the moment. So yeah, they need to get a manager in to get them to the end of the season, I think, and then start to rebuild. But Stevie G's took over Rangers if you look at another subject, it kind of rebuilt the whole squad, regalvanised it, and then made it challenge. 3 years later, did well in Europe, and they're probably looking at that approach as to why they maybe want him. But I don't think they will ever go there. I mean, he was the second favourite the other night there. But yeah, I think Conte will probably get it. I mean, yeah, money talks these days, isn't it? But mental what happened there with Newcastle anyway, guys. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on it. Good to see David. Hope you're well. I have a fiver on Scotland, England and Ireland all to win tonight. There you go, mate. Fair play to you. Carl Hill says, good for football, I think. Up the tune. Going to get a lot of Newcastle. You're going to get a lot of Newcastle fans cutting about these days, eh? Especially in a few years' time. There's going to be loads just wearing that as a shirt and stuff like that. So that'd be pretty mental. Skateboarding Gavin says, hi, good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Who else have we got here? Guys, keep your score predictions coming. Do you reckon Scotland are going to qualify? Let's have a little look at the standings here. As I said, I've talked enough crap about Newcastle. I'm interested about it. I've been watching loads of videos on it. I'm super interested. I like those like billionaire takeovers. And I think it happened to a good club. They've been stranglehold by Ashley for years. So I really didn't think it could have happened to a better club. Right, anyway, so basically, let's have a little look at the table at the moment in terms of the World Cup qualifier group. So as things stand, right, there's 6 teams. So 6 teams play in the World Cup qualifying group. Of course, those teams are made up of Denmark, Scotland, Israel, Austria, and the Faroe Islands and Moldova. Right, so put it into context. Denmark played 6 games, won 6 games, not drawn. They are way in front with 18 points at the moment. And that's qualification to the next stage. That is automatic. That's straight through to the next round. No questions asked. The next possible route now, this is where Scotland sort of need to go for now. This is where Scotland and Israel are battling it out for, is the second place spot. And it means possible qualification to the next stage. I don't know what it means by possible. I don't know if it's a points basis and you go up by points or whatever. I don't know how it works, to be perfectly honest. If they do the best like 4 or 5 teams that finish second out of the groups, I don't know how it works. Or is it a knockout? Again, I don't know how it works, but it's possible qualification to the next stage in terms of the World Cup. So now this is imperative that Scotland do get that spot, otherwise they won't be going to the World Cup, I don't think. But yes, at the moment Austria are currently 4th. Scotland obviously beat Austria last month in that game 1-0. Shea Adams it was a penalty, wasn't it? And Scotland won that game. So they made up a bit of ground in the group. So they're currently sitting second place right now, Scotland, with 11 points. Israel are in third place with 10 points. So this is why this game is so important. This is why the media are hyping up. Because if you think about it, if Scotland win here tonight, they will go 4 points clear of Israel. And they, depending on what happens with Austria as well, they could go very, very far in front and only need to beat the Faroe Islands, which they've already done and should be doing anyway as a professional outfit. They only need to do that and then they get to the World Cup, which is a massive deal because obviously Scotland haven't been there in 23 years. It'll be 24 years by the time that comes around. No, maybe 26 years 24 years by the time the World Cup actually comes about. But yeah, it's a big deal. World Cup's different gravy, and of course with Steve Clarke as well, he didn't make it to the Euros through the European qualifiers. He made it through like the Nations League, backdoor entry. So it'd be interesting to see if Scotland can actually qualify through their actual groups, and they're very, very close. So hopefully Scotland can get 3 points tonight against Israel, and then put themselves in a real good position come that game against the Faroe Islands on Monday. So that game, is it Monday or was it Tuesday? Is it? Tuesday it might be. Yeah, Tuesday, sorry. Faroe Islands v Scotland. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting either way, I think, guys. But guys, give me your thoughts and opinions down there in the old live chat, guys. Come on, speak to me. What are we saying? What are you thinking ahead of tonight's game? Do you reckon Scotland will win? As I said, these two have played each other quite a lot over the last sort of months, years, if you want to put it that way. There's been a lot of games. I feel like I've done Scotland versus Israel is probably the game I've done the most out of all of them in terms of international football. I think I've done all of these ones because look, I'm going to go date all the way back here, right? Since 2018, Israel and Scotland have played this will be the 7th time. This will be the 7th meeting. And between them, believe it or not, Scotland have won 1 of those games. Israel have won 2 of them, and 3 of them have ended in draws. Scotland's last win against Israel came against back in 2018. But of course, there was a penalty game that there was a draw that Scotland and Israel played out back in October 2020. In fact, that was a year ago today. They played each other, and Scotland won on penalties. That was the story. But yeah, basically that's what happened, and it's going to be an interesting one this evening because there is no penalties, but a lot of these meetings between them two have been draws. But let's see if Scotland can get the win here. They've got a great side. They've got a really, really good side, Scotland, and they should be aiming to try and overcome this opposition. Let's go through the team lineups again. It's Gordon in goal, McTominay, Hendry and Tierney at the back, Patterson, McGinn, Gilmour, McGregor and Robertson in a midfield 5, and up top of course is Shea Adams and Lyndon Dykes. I love that side. I love it. Tierney, he's a great player. Gordon's been great as well for Scotland and Hearts respectively. And Hendry, of course, Hendry now plays for Club Brugge. He had Neymar in his pocket in that Champions League game, you remember. So he's playing at the highest level now as well. So it's great to see the Scottish players playing at a really decent level. McTominay obviously playing for Manchester United. Nathan Patterson, featuring regularly for Rangers. McGinn playing for Villa. Gilmour playing for Chelsea/Norwich. Celtic's Callum McGregor playing for Celtic, captain in the team. Robertson playing for Liverpool. So there's some good options. I feel the Scotland side's really good in terms of the midfield. I feel like it's really good in terms of the defence, and I also think it's good in terms of the goalkeeper. But I do think the weak link in terms of the Scotland team, of course, is up top. Shea Adams and Lyndon Dykes. I'm a fan of Shea Adams. It's got better over the time, but Lyndon Dykes, championship player. No disrespect to him, but looking at all the rest of the players on the park, you've got Gordon, he's played at the highest level. McTominay, Man United. Hendry, Club Brugge. Tierney, Arsenal. Patterson, Rangers. McGinn, Villa. Gilmour, as I said, Chelsea/Norwich. McGregor, Celtic. Robertson, Liverpool. And then you've got the QPR. It's a bit different. It's not me being horrible, but I'm just saying it's a bit the weak link. And Scotland do kind of struggle for goals, and I don't think they should struggle for goals because they've got such a good team. And I think that's the next piece of the puzzle, I think, is finding a top level striker in Scotland, or who's got Scottish grandparents that we can kind of nab like we did with Shea Adams. But we'll see what happens over time. But look, I do have every faith in this team. And I think they should have enough to do the job tonight. I really do. It's a strong team. Look at the names in the park. It's a real strong team over the last few years and stuff like that. This is the strongest I'd probably say I've seen in my lifetime. I'd probably go that far. I think it's the strongest team on paper that I've seen in my lifetime. As for the Israel side, they got Marciano in goal. Everybody knows Marciano if you're into Scottish football. Abeid, Mencham, Arad and Darsa are playing at the back for Israel. In the midfield is Solomon, Nacho and Perez. And up top is Nir Beaton, Zahavi and De Boer. Of course, Beaton, Celtic fans, Rangers fans, Hearts fans, you know who Nir Beaton is. And Marciano, played for Hibs, now plays for Feyenoord, Rotterdam. But Zahavi's probably the player you've got to watch for as well. A real prolific striker for them. Currently plays for PSV Eindhoven, actually. But yeah, he's a top striker, and if we had Zahavi in our side, we'd look a bit better, I think. But it is what it is. It's not. I don't think the Israel side is that great, but they can cause their problems. They really can. They can be a good outfit. Let's be honest. Ah, dear. Borun, mate, what's happening? DJ, let's go Scotland. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Scotty says Patterson is going to boss that right side of the pitch. Come on the jock, says Neil Lawrence. Guys, we're lacking on the old like button, guys. Let's rag that up. Let's try and get to 50 likes before kickoff. I know what the Tartan army and the Tartan fans are all about. The Scotland fans, guys, you all come together. Forget about your club rivalries. We come together and get behind the Tartan boy, the Scots. We'll get behind them today, this evening, and try and get them into a real good position come for qualifications for the World Cup. It's really, really interesting. But yeah, guys, hit that like button. Let's try and get to 50 likes as soon as possible. Jamie Weddle says, Mon the Scotland. Good to see you, Jamie. Hope you're well. Daddy Cakes, good to see you as well, mate. Good to see everybody here, in fact. It's good. As if you are just joining in, I'm a bit worse for wear again today. I've been on I was on the sauce last night. Don't go out often, but when I do, I hit it hard. If you guys can remember the old Mexico days, Some of the regulars, shout out to the regulars that remember the Mexico days. I was always a bit hungover on the stream, so you know the drill. But, you know, a game like this is going to get me up for it, and yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to it now, guys. Keep getting them score predictions in there. Let's go. Let's get these score predictions down there. Let me know what you think is going to happen in this match. Aaron Bealey says hi. Good to see you, Aaron, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, wee man. Get the jock accent on, pal. Rangers are Scottish. Maryland. No, I think what the Red Baroon's saying, he's an English Rangers fan. So he's from England. So he's from England, so he supports England and supports Rangers. That's what I'm going. That's what I'm going for there, bud. Other action here tonight, of course, England playing Andorra. Can't watch England games in the World Cup qualifiers. They're not exciting because they just always win it anyway, you know. Tough, not a tough group, but it's just, there's no point really taking stock on it. You just done and dusted. It's not like being in the trenches with Scotland where you got to watch it and listen to this. It's going to be a grind tonight. I think the boys will do it. I think Scotland will do it, but I do think it's going to be one of those games. I think it's going to be a classic Steve Clarke 1-0 smash and grab, you know. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. 1-0 Scotland, and I'm going to go for a Callum McGregor goal tonight. I think he's going to be the man that scores it. I think it's going to be a Patterson assist. So there you go. I'm going for a Callum McGregor goal with a Patterson assist. There you go. Hi from down under. Scotland 3-1. Good to see you, Chief Friday. G'day, mate. Cheers, Kyle, bud. Good to see you, True Blue, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're all good. We're nearly there for kickoff now, guys. Anyway, we're about 9 minutes away or so. Check out Stefano, mate. Stefano Colombo upgraded to the Ultra membership. What a guy. Thank you so much for your support, buddy. I'll get yourself up there. 2 seconds. I'll try and put your name on the old stream there, bud. What a guy. Doesn't mess around, big Stefano. What a guy, man. Thank you, Stefano Colombo. Hopefully I didn't get baited out there with the name. 2 seconds. Stefano Colombo. There you go, Stefano, mate. Cheers, buddy. Thank you for your kindness, mate, and upgrading your membership, bud. Thanks. Who else have we got here, guys? Kyle Hill. Lol, good to see Kim. G'day, Chief Red Eye. Rido says, Israel is my second favourite country. Hope their fans are made welcome, and we got a good game with Scotland coming out the winners. How can Rangers fans support Scotland after the whole of the Scottish football voted have relegated? You got to get behind your country if you're from Scotland, though, guys. You know, still, if you're a Rangers fan, you're still Scottish. You know, well, if you're from Scotland, but yeah, you got to still get behind your country. You know, it wasn't morely the Scotland national team. It wasn't the players that are playing for the Scotland team. You know, the Scottish. If that was the case, then Rangers fans would begrudge John McLaughlin and Nathan Patterson for wearing the Scotland jersey, and that's not the case. So, I mean, it is what I suppose it is what it is. I think if you're from Scotland, then support your national team. I don't know. We'll see. But who else we got there? Aaron Bealey says 2-1 Scotland. There we go. You don't go for goals with Scotland. That's the one thing that we're going to get here tonight. You know it's going to be boring. You know it's going to be a bit of a snatch and grab. It's going to be 1-0. It's going to be 1-1 or something like that. There's not going to be 3 or 4 goals in this game. It's going to be 1-0, penalty, and sharp Steve Clarke. And it's horrible to watch, but if he gets to Scotland to the World Cup, finals, then it's what it's all about. You know, it's playing in competitions and getting there. It's all about playing at that level. So whether he gets there, the football to watch is bad. Quite frankly, Scotland have never actually gotten to the finals over the last sort of 23 years. So yeah, I mean, I would just take whatever he can get, just as long as he wins football games and gets the qualification there, then that's all that matters. But you know it's going to be a boring game, don't you guys? The Red Baroon. They like that one, man. Yes, 25 likes away from our like target, guys. Over 150 people in here, guys. Please do smash that like button, and let's try and get to 150 likes. If you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe as well. We do cover every single Scotland game, so if you are a Scotland fan, we do cover every single Scotland game. We will be back on Tuesday for the Faroe Islands as well. History could be made. But tonight's, I think, is the big one. This is the big one. This is the banker. This is the one that Scotland need to win. If anything, a draw is acceptable, of course, but I would say, yeah, can't lose. It's got to be a win. I'd say a win's perfect. A draw's okay. Can't lose it, though, if you want to get to the World Cup finals, honestly. But, yeah, I'm just going to go through the score prediction. I'm going to go through the team lineups again real quick. As I said, I'd never get bored about talking about the team lineups. But it's Craig Gordon in goal. Scotland are playing a 3-5-2 formation. McTominay at the back. Weird, I know that. I don't know if I like that, but he plays at the back. McTominay, Hendry and Tierney. Hendry, if you're not following Hendry at the moment, he had Mbappe and Neymar in his back pocket from Club Brugge. He plays for Club Brugge nowadays in the Champions League. That game ended 1-1, I think, or 0-0. I can't remember. It was Club Brugge versus PSG, but Hendry had a quality game. And he's apparently one of the top players in Belgium at the moment. As I say, he got bought from Ostersund's. He signed for Ostersund's this summer, then got sold to Club Brugge like a few weeks later for £4 million. So he's having the time of his life at the moment out in Belgium, and definitely deserves his call up, and is definitely solid at the back. Nathan Patterson, McGinn, Gilmour, McGregor and Robertson in the midfield 5. So obviously Patterson, Robertson going to be playing as the wing backs, and in that midfield you got McGinn, you got Gilmour, McGregor. Oh, it's a beautiful midfield, that, man. Really, really good. You got Shea Adams and Dykes, of course, up top. Playing as a 2. As for the Israel side, it's Marciano in goal, Abeid, Metchem, Arad and Darsa in a back 4. In the midfield is Solomon, Nacho, Petres, and then up top is Dabur, Zahavi and Nir Biton. What's happening? Biton is the man who's up the top there for Israel. Get in, Patterson, lad, says the Red Maroon. Hendry done brilliantly since leaving Celtic. Yes, he has done he's done a real good job there at the moment. He's doing some stuff. Scotland fans booing the Israeli international anthem. Oh, crap. I haven't got the game on right now. Sorry, we're about to get ready for... What time's it? 6 fucking hell. Ready to go, pretty much. I didn't even realise that the game was on there. Yeah, I need to get the match up. I was literally watching it on the other side there. But here we go. Scotland are singing the national anthem there and are pretty much ready to go here at Hampden Park. Massive night, as I've said earlier on. It's a big chance here for Scotland to, get to the World Cup finals. A chance to maybe put themselves in a real good position here with a win this evening would probably see them pretty much certainly finish second in the group. Get the job done. That's what it's all about. Yes, I'm Clint McGarry. Guys, keep hitting that like button, guys. Let's try and get to 50 likes as soon as possible. And subscribe if you are new around here. Kickoff is very, very, very close now. 2 minutes away. As I said, the national anthems have been sung here at Hampden Park, both Scotland and Israel, and now we will get ready for this match to kick off. I'm looking forward to it. That's Irish. Scottish fans booing the Sons of Abram. Jesus, I'm not getting into politics today, guys, or religion. But as I said, the team lineups are as follows. Craig Gordon, Andy Robertson, Scott McTominay, Tierney, John McGinn, McGregor, Dykes, Shea Adams, Hendry, Gilmour and Patterson. Guess who's captain in the team? Yeah, you heard that. Oh, and it's Andy Robertson captaining in the team. But then on the Sky Sports thing, I think I had Dykes as captain there. That's what I was really confused. I was like, really? What? But yeah, as I say, we are pretty much good to go now. They're just doing the toin toss and the match will start. Biton. What's happening, Biton? Minute to go. Let's say they're just doing that coin flip, whatever it's called. And Then we'll be ready to go. As I said, football always F things up. It's Marciano, Arad, Beaton, and Abaid in a back three there for Israel. Midfield is Darsa, Petres, Nacho, and Mencham. And up top is Solomon, Zahavi, and Daburi. So yeah, Zahavi, a good player there for Israel. I think he's a top talent, to be perfectly honest. I do think he's a pretty good player. I'll be trying to show that off here this evening. Try and get a few goals for his national team. And here we go, guys. Kickoff is almost underway now. The Tartan army singing loud. They're going to probably have to carry them over the line. It's a big job on the hands. Over the last 2 years or so, these sides have met each other 6 times. Of course, once ending in a Scotland win, 3 ended in draws, 2 ended in an Israel win. However, one of those draws, of course, was this time last year in that penalty shootout that Scotland actually won the game. And yeah, it was a great, famous night. Obviously, then went on to play Serbia, and then it ended up winning that playoff match, and that's how they got their golden ticket to the Euros this year. But we are underway here anyway. Scotland playing in their home colours, Israel in their white colours. And yes, now here we go, troops. I am buzzing for this one. Guys, get your score predictions down there below as always. And subscribe and press that like button as Scotland eye up this massive game here against Israel, looking to try and get nothing but a win. Now here we go. Taking the knee. All of them take the knee there. Israel and Scotland combined. It's great to see Hampden Park full again. As I say, the first time Hampden's been full for a Scotland national game in a long time. And now Scotland just play out from the back. And as I said, they want to look and try and get started intensely here. As I say, it's a massive game on their hands as they come forward here again. Scotland just pushing forward there. Just need to mute my... I've got notifications on this game for some reason. Mute that. Steve Clark, as I said, this is his first time, I think, managing the side with a full house. No, it's Hampden anyway. The ball just goes out of play there from Israel. And that's going to go out for a throw in here for Scotland. He just eyes that one up now. Down that right-hand side, here comes Nathan Patterson. Patterson straight into the box. Is an early start for Scotland with a shot there. And that's clicked there by Shea Adams. But Marciano's all over it, the final man. Manages to stop it there, but that was a good early chance there from Scotland. Had space and time in the box there, Shea Adams. Just not enough power on the shot, unfortunately. But now here they come out from that right-hand side here, Israel. Scotland back on the ball again. So they're just making that turn there with Callum McGregor. And that's cleared away by Israel. Goes out for another throw in here, though, for Scotland. Taken quickly. Shea Adams gets onto it. It's McGinn. McGinn now coming forward for Scotland. Turn over the throw in there. And it's Gilmore who's going to take this one. Scotland look to try and break the deadlock early. In fact, it's Tierney. Tierney's wiping down the ball. Not happy with how the ball feels. Taking a long time to take this throw in here, Scotland, to be fair. Stephen Bannatyne goes 2-1 Scotland. Yeah, I can see it's going to be a tight one. I think it's going to be 1-0, I think. Callum McGregor goal. Israel just going the other way. Coming down that left-hand side. Ball comes forward. Now here's Darsa. Darsa just playing along that back line here for Israel as they advance forward themselves. Here's Near Beaton. Accustomed to playing in Scotland, of course, with Celtic for the last 8 years or so. He's been there a long time at Celtic, representing Israel pretty much every single time. But here come Israel now with a chance. Tierney just clearing that one away from Dehard. Now passes it back to Gilmore. Here's McGinn. Here's Tierney. Scotland just keeping possession. Now out to that right-hand side here to Nathan Patterson. Patterson heads it down back to the defending line there from Scotland as they now advance forward here again. Doing well with the ball there, Scotland. Now down the left. Trying to find an opening as Tierney gets back on the ball again. Now into Patterson. Patterson forward, Gilmore back on it. And as I say, Scotland just trying to pass the ball around at the moment. Gordon now getting his first touch of the ball. Distributes it back out to the captain, Andy Robertson. Robertson sets a pass there to Callum McGregor as they advance forward here. Scotland over the top, looking to play into Shea Adams. However, that ball there from the captain goes straight into Marciano's feet, and Israel now back in possession. If you haven't already, guys, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. As I say, we're trying to approach 50 likes. As I say, it would be perfect if you guys can help us get there. Just hit the old like button and hit that subscribe button as well, completely free. It helps us out. Here come Israel now with a chance as they put a ball into the box. However, Scotland's defence are wise to it and managed to get the ball and clear it the other way. Now here they come again. As I say, Israel a point behind Scotland at the moment in the standings of the World Cup qualification. Both going for that second place spot. I almost feel Austria's chances are kind of over. I think they've fell quite far behind in terms of the pecking order. Israel just winning themselves a free kick here in a fairly decent position as Scotland concede that one. It's the captain and Zahavi over this one here for Israel. And as I said, it could be a good opportunity here for the away side to maybe test Craig Gordon at least, or if not, find the opening goal. As Israel line this one, pulling it back. Zahavi there also for Scotland. Zahavi's record, he does play for PSV Eindhoven, but when he's playing in the Israeli Premier League, he was a top player, in fact. So many goals. His goal-to-game ratio was mental. But here's Zahavi! Oh, what a free kick and what a goal! And I talked about Zahavi at the start of the match, and that's what he can do. An absolute belter of a free kick. And Israel have taken the lead here at Hampden Park. And it's Zahavi, the PSV Eindhoven man, and what a free kick that is. You've got to applaud that even if you are a Scotland fan. That was a real good goal there by Zahavi. And now what's the game plan going to be now for Steve Clarke and Scotland as they take a 1-0 down? What a free kick. Perfect. Right into that top left-hand corner. Oh, Craig Gordon just couldn't get to it. Great free kick there by Zahavi. Wall couldn't get to it. Oh, straight in there. And that's a perfect free kick there from the away side. And they're the 1-0 up already. But now you just want to panic here, Scotland. You want to just keep to the game plan. As I say, it is what it is right now. But the game is definitely not far from over. And Scotland just needs to keep to their game plan and go at it here. That was a moment of luck and sheer quality there from Zahavi. So fair play to him for finding the deadlock through there. That was a really good free kick there from Zahavi. Scotland down that right-hand side again. No, he's good. That's 1-0 to the away side. And the goal machine, that is Zahavi, has opened the scoring. Now as Scotland now have another throw in here with Nathan Patterson as he plays it down that right hand side. Cleared away again there from the near Beaton. I always felt like he was a midfielder, but he does stand in for defence, whether it's for Israel or for Celtic. He's always playing in that sort of defensive role. I've always felt that he was more of a central defensive midfielder, but yeah, constantly plays centre back. Here's Asada. Plays the back. Here's the Israel captain. Back on the ball again. Here's Nir Beaton. Nir Beaton advancing. Just plays a little touch there along the other side. Back to Beaton. Beaton over the top. Looking to play in Zahavi again. And here's going to be a good chance for Solomon. Now plays it out to that right-hand side. Here's Darsa. Darsa with another chance for Israel. And Scotland need to be careful because they don't want to go 2-0 down here this early on, and that ball goes into the box, and that's headed away there again by the Scotland defence. But yeah, another good opportunity is Darsa. Solomon now for Israel as he puts another ball back into the box. And now here come Israel looking to try and attack and try and find a second goal here. Darsa now with another ball into the box. And again, just the advancement just cooling down a bit. Scotland trying to defend it, but it just comes back into the danger area here again. And here's Israel again, and that's blocked. Comes back out again for another shot. And that eventually goes out of play. And that was another good opportunity there from Israel. And as I said, Scotland just need to remain calm and not make any mistakes there at the back. As I say, Israel do have the quality to cause damage if they need to. There's a good opportunity there for them to make it 2. But if you are just joining us, it is, of course, Israel, who are leading at the moment, as Zahavi managed to score an absolute belter of a free kick. And has the away side up 1-0 here at Hampden Park. Now here comes Scotland with the chance. Comes back out to Israel, though, out for another throw-in. Or does that one come off a white jersey? Will that go out for a throw-in here to Scotland? I'm not sure about that. Chris Stewart says, blow the whistle and take the 1-0 defeat. Hey, it's only just started, but I wouldn't go that far. Scotland have got the quality, man. But that was a really good free kick. I think Scotland and Israel games have been pretty even over the last few years, to be fair. But it's Israel now who are back on the ball. Now they advance forward here themselves. Nice little tip over the top there. Scotland back on the ball here with Hendry. Loses it there that time again, though. Beaton gets onto the ball now. Here comes Scotland advancing yet again. Now here could be another chance for them to maybe try and get an equaliser here. And now here comes Shea Adams cutting inside. This is running a good bit of pace, but just can't quite get the ball out of it as the Israeli defence just sweeps that one up and puts it out for a goal kick there for Israel. But a decent advance there on the counter-attack from Scotland initially. Shea Adams maybe should have just cut inside on his right rather than left, just lost the ball and ended up going out of play. And that's a goal kick here now for Israel. Mental. Israel now with that goal kick. Marciano taking this one. As I say, he's used to playing in Scotland over the years, of course, with Hibernian. Plays in Rotterdam in the Eredivisie now with Feyenoord, in fact. As I said, I always rated him as a goalkeeper. I always, in these Scotland and Israel games, I'd always talk about, maybe Celtic at the time or should maybe try and sign him. I always felt like he's a really, really good goalkeeper, and eventually he's gone to Feyenoord, playing his trade in the Netherlands. Now here comes Scotland with another throw-in down the right-hand side here again as Patterson gets onto it this time. And again, Israel just organised at the back there as Beaton collects it and moves it away and passes it back to Marciano. Marciano plays another ball there along to his defensive teammates. But they lose the ball there that time, and that goes straight back to Craig Gordon. Craig Gordon comes forward himself. It's Tierney. Tierney now for Scotland as they look to try and get out the park and find this equaliser. Here's Callum McGregor. Back to Tierney again. Hendry. Hendry forward. Now back to Scotland as tries and finds an avenue there to find Nathan Patterson, but blocked there again by Israel. And as I say, Israel hungry to win every single ball and are winning that battle in the middle of the park as things stand. Jamie Todd says, when does Scotland ever score 2 goals? That's what I mean. I thought it was going to be 1-0, but probably 1-1 I'd probably go for now. As I said, you don't often see Steve Clarke's teams do score 2 goals. However, a draw isn't the end of the world. It still keeps Scotland in second place. And Scotland will be playing the Faroe Islands next. So you would probably expect a win if you're a Scotland fan against the Faroe Islands. So a draw isn't the end of the world. If Scotland can try and maybe get a 1-1 draw out of this, then I think that's still good for the group. You just can't really lose the match, as Israel would go 2 points ahead of Scotland going into that sort of final furlong. They like that one. Now back on the ball here for the near beat on. Pope Buster says, don't they have combs and things? Man, I'm a bit hungover, bro. I was thought don't know what it is. I just had a shower and then didn't style it today. I got in at a bit late today. I had a mad one, as I said. So I had a shower and then I've just been kind of just chilling out, monging it, waiting for this game to come around. But it's good either way. I'm still here. I'm feeling better now that the match is on. Just need some Scotland goals now, though. That's the thing. Israel are in possession, though, as the Darcer comes forward again. Is Beaton. Beaton still pushing as they find a way through. This could be dangerous now. Scotland defence are open. It's Harvey again, and that time Craig Gordon got to it. McTominay there playing as a defender. As I say, just need to be careful there, Scotland, as you don't be letting players in behind, especially of his quality, Solomon's and Zahavi's quality, because they will punish you if you give them a mistake. Gordon hits it long. Now over the other side, here comes Lyndon Dykes, and that's a poor pass there, trying to play into Shea Adams, and that's not going to get you goals in the final third if you're making passes like that. Really, really poor there that time, but Darsa managed to win a free kick here for Israel as Scotland chasing shadows. I felt like come off Darsa, to be fair, but I think he won himself a free kick at the expense there of Shea Adams, but I didn't think it was a free kick. I didn't think Shea Adams even touched him, but yeah, I suppose it's been given either way. Marciano's taking the free kick as Israel look to try and get the players back up the park and out of their own half. As we approach the first quarter of the hour, it is Scotland 0, Israel 1. Here comes Scotland yet again now, though, as they're back in possession. Tierney hits it long into Dykes. Dykes has a good opportunity to get forward now. Here comes Lyndon Dykes cutting inside on his left. Ball comes in. Oh, and there's a save been made there by Marciano. And again, I think he made the wrong decision there. I would have played it into Shea Adams and did a bit of a sweaty, but a decent build-up play there by Scotland as well. Lyndon Dykes controlling it well, but I just would have waited for Shea Adams. He's running in there, and I would have played it to him on that side. But Marciano made a decent save, and it does go out for a corner here for Scotland as McTominay looks to deliver. McTominay over this one on the right-hand side this time at Hampden Park. McTominay's ball in. Headed away there again by Israel. Comes back out to Tierney. Tierney wins the ball. And again, loses it there again. And Israel going to try and go on a counter-attack. Robbo back on the ball though. Again as he wins it back. His pass goes straight back into the Israel defence. And white jerseys pushing forward here again. And they advance forward. Nice little pass there again from Callum McGregor. McTominay. McTominay forward. Trying to set free Nathan Patterson along the right. That time wins a free kick there. Menchenam brought down by McGinn. And that's going to be a free kick here for Israel on the halfway line. Guys, if you haven't already, please do hit that like button. Let's try and get to 100 likes before half time. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We do cover every single Scotland game, so we will be back on Tuesday for Scotland versus the Faroe Islands. And then, of course, come the weekend, we'll be back to normal jogging again with club football. We've got Rangers, Celtic and Hearts all up on the weekend. Going to be, Rangers versus Hearts. We've got Celtic versus Motherwell. So it's two really, really good games coming up over at next weekend. But yeah, Scotland versus the Faroe Islands is first. Patterson just brought down there. Rangers fans, close your eyes. Nah, joking, he should be fine. Zahavi was brought him down there that time. As I said, he looks like he'll be perfectly fine there. Nathan Patterson as he gets back up to his feet. And Scotland get going again from that free kick. Here's Gordon. Gordon back out to Patterson. Now here comes McGinn. Scotland still trying to find a way through and just get in and behind this this organised Israel side. Trying to just follow them on the high press there, Scotland. McTominay back on the ball. Can just loses it. Darsa back in possession now for Israel as Israel do manage to find possession again. They're just taking the ball away from Scotland, and this is what they do. As I say, so Scotland, I feel like they've got some really, really good players. I say player for player, they've got a much better side than Israel, but maybe it's just the tactics that Scotland play. It's like those long balls over the top. I feel like Scotland have got quality and they've got the technical players to get in down the left-hand side with Robbo, down the right-hand side with Patterson and create chances that way, not get to the halfway line and just try and lug it in and behind the Israel defence and try and get to Shea Adams, make him do a run, get past 2 or 3 people and try and score a goal. I just feel like you should use more technical and the quality that we've got with this Scotland side and get forward. But, you know, I'm not the manager. Thank you, NRW. Thank you for tuning in, mate. Hope you're well. Brit Blue says, oh, the fact we're listening to Dan sounds like Israel are ripping up to bits. This Scotland. Mate, to be fair, what it is so far, to be fair, one of their players has just gone down now, the Israel players. It didn't look great. It's holding his knees out to the side. Oh, he looks in pain. The treatment team's on. McTominay, I think, brought him down. of all people. Brit Blue says, never heard McGregor been play. Is he play? Yeah, McGregor's playing. But as I said, so far, the way the guys have been playing is literally... again, I just went on a spiel there in terms of we've got the technical and quality players to go down the left, right-hand side and stuff like that with Patterson, Robertson, and put balls in and be more creative. But what we're doing is advancing from the top. You get to Robbo and he's picking out... what they're trying to do, what the tactics so far I'm seeing from Scotland is get to the halfway line. Either Tierney or Robertson will get to the halfway line, just launch a long ball in over the top, try and find Shea Adams or Lyndon Dykes, and just hope and pray that the Israel defence are caught off guard, and then they have a little chance that Shea Adams did. But that's all they've got so far. As I said, we need to use that quality down that right and down that left-hand side and just get in and behind the defence. But, you know, we'll see what happens. It's Steve Clark football, you know. It's just how it is, eh? You don't get technical. But then again, if he gets the job done, then you're not really complaining. You don't remember how they played on the day. So, you know, it is what it is. Neil Lawrence says maybe you should be the manager, Dan. Mate, I'm doing football manager at the moment, to be fair, bud. Ajax Amsterdam I'm at. And I was at... Oh, no, sorry. I was at Ajax Amsterdam. Won 5 Eredivisie titles in the row. And then moved over to Roma and won a Serie A. There you go. Here's McGinn. Play is back underway after that Israeli player went down. I'll give you an update on him in a minute. Here's McTominay again. Now, this is where they've got to find these options, Scotland. Just passing along the back line here of the defence. This is what Scotland are doing so far. Right, so passing it back to McTominay. McTominay moves forward now. Look, see, try to play that ball in there again, but Israel are wise to it and managed to catch on to it. And now Israel back in possession. Here's near Beaton. Beaton across to the other side. Although they have made a mistake here. Here comes Shea Adams. And the whistle was already blown, as Shea Adams did bring down one of the Israeli defences. I think it was Arad he brought down. I think that was Lyndon Dykes, in fact. And Arad is down to the floor, and it will be a free kick here to the away side. Yeah, it was Lyndon Dykes there. We're going for that header and just elbowed him in the nose. Yeah, and that's going to be a free kick here to Israel. But just monitoring how they're playing at the moment, Scotland, just see how things go. Hopefully, they can try and find an opening and use that creative. Like Gilmour. Gilmour's so creative in the midfield. I'm not even seeing him touch the ball just yet. Here come Israel now again. Here's Darsa. Darsa forward. Now here's Arad. Now here come Israel again as they look to try and find number 2. One back there again by the Scotland defence there with Tierney. Tierney plays it all the way back to Craig Gordon. Craig Gordon hits it long as well. And now this is where the tactics come into play. Scotland back on the ball. Here's McGregor. Now here comes McGinn. And now they're maybe using that left avenue. Now they blocked it. They can't get down there that time, Robbo. Robbo takes the throw in quickly. Finds Shea Adams. Now Shea Adams just outside the box trying to make things happen. But cleared away again there by Abeid. And that goes out for another throw in here for Scotland. In Israel's territory, in their half, and a chance to maybe get the ball into the box as Tierney goes down to wipe the ball, and he's going to try and deliver this one, I'm sure. Hendry and co, all the tall guys, all there in the box as well, as they try and get Scotland back on level terms here, at least before half-time. 22 minutes played, it's Scotland 0, Israel 1. Tierney now with the long throw and into the box. Ball comes in, and that's, again, cleared away by Israel. Comes back to McGregor, though. He puts a ball into the box. That goes out of play, and that's going to go out for a goal kick here to Israel as Marciano collects it. And, yeah, just like that. The chance is gone. Allez. Guys, if you haven't already, please do smash that like button. Let's try and get to 100 likes before half-time. That'd be absolutely perfect. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to club football, into your national football. We are back for Scotland versus Faroe Islands on Tuesday. And, of course, we've got doubleheader this weekend. Looking forward to it. Rangers versus Hearts and Motherwell versus Celtic. 2 really mouth-watering ties in the Scottish Premiership. Hearts unbeaten. Top of the table clash there at Ibrox, and Celtic and Motherwell. Motherwell in really good form at the moment as well. So it'll be interesting to see how that one goes down as well. Because the international break, not as many live streams as I'd like to be doing, but just got to make do with what we got. Referee raging there at John McGinn. Referee is not happy what has happened here. What is he doing? What has John McGinn done? Has he been a naughty boy? He's had a word with him. No, it's a free kick to Scotland. Not sure what happened there. He looks raging with McGinn, but it wasn't. It was a free kick to Scotland. Ball went... This is what I mean. Wasted opportunity of possession here from Scotland. The ball goes straight back to them. They had a free kick there. Scotland just gave the ball back to Israel. Here's McGregor. McGregor trying to get back onto it. Cleared away again there by Dabur. And Dabur doesn't mess around, mate. He's straight winning those 50-50s there with McGregor in the middle of the park. And that's where the battles are being won at the moment, I think. Israel just stronger as things stand. But they have won a free kick here now, Scotland. Tierney over it. Not from shooting distance. Maybe a chance to maybe put a ball in from a cross or a delivery. Can Tierney find the head of one of the Scotland players and get Scotland back into the game. Ball comes down, headed down by Lyndon Dykes. And again, just cleared away there by Israel. Here comes Tierney. Tierney down the left-hand side finds Robertson. Robertson looking to put a delivery in here for Scotland now. Here's a header now again from Scotland, and that's blocked by Israel yet again. But now Scotland are going to retrieve the ball back here with Nathan Patterson. Patterson gets back on the ball. Trying to find his options in the midfield. Does find McGinn. McGinn finds Hendry. Club Brugge. Now here comes Tierney. Tierney looking to try and find an opening himself. Plays it back in the middle of the park to his ex-teammate, Callum McGregor. Now here comes Callum McGregor. Can he advance up the park? Gilmore there in the middle as well. And now here's a good chance for Scotland as they put a ball into the box. And that's a poor delivery there from Tierney, of all people. At this level, when you need to find opportunities in games, you can't afford to just keep on putting deliveries in like that. Patterson now goes out for... Scotland do win themselves a throw-in, though. Patterson out to take it on the far right-hand side. And this could be a chance now for Scotland to make something happen from the other side. Scotland. Ball's soaking wet every time they get it. They're drying it down. Is it pissing it down in Glasgow at the moment? Hendry's there in the box as well. He's obviously coming forward, been ordered there by Steve Clarke. Now here's Dykes' delivery in terms of the throw-in. Here we go. Long ball goes in there, right into the box. Headed away again there by Israel. Comes back to Nathan Patterson. Headed down there again by Israel. Comes back to Scotland again now. Here's another chance for Scotland to maybe come forward. They lose the ball again. And now Israel back in possession. Israel now looking to try and find a second now, actually. Here comes Darcer. Darcer just puts the brakes on that attack, though, as they just pass and just try and keep possession here at Hampden Park. Israel haven't been fazed by any of Scotland's advances so far, although they haven't really created anything much of themselves, although they did take the lead pretty early on. And now they do have a good chance to come forward here again, and that's blocked by Tierney. Nice little clearance there from him. Now here comes McGregor. Now to McGinn. Patterson down the right-hand side now. Patterson looking to try and find an opening amongst these white shirts. Gets tackled there by the Israeli midfield. And again, blocked and cleared away again there by Israel. And just like that, back in possession. So they don't mess around. Matt Maloney says, fair play to Dan, you've given the channel a lot of effort. Thank you, the Red Baroo, man. How many Celtic players in the Scottish team? I think McGregor. I think it's just McGregor. Yeah, I think it's just McGregor. Today, well, in this starting 11 right now. Gilmore's looking to put a ball into the box. Here's a good delivery there from Gilmore. And that header didn't really test the goalkeeper, but it was one of those iffy ones where you didn't think Marciano may or not have got it, but he managed to collect the ball fairly easy there in the end. And Marciano plays the ball back out to that right-hand side. All the way back to the keeper again. Now here comes Tierney. Tierney moves forward again. Tierney pushing forward. Now the Scotland defence just passing the ball amongst themselves is McTominay now. I always do find it weird McTominay playing as a centre-back. I don't know if I like it or not. I don't know if I like it. What do you guys think of McTominay playing as a centre-back? He hasn't put a foot wrong, mind, but I don't know. I think his best position is in that central defensive midfielder, but I think Scotland are stacked in that midfield thing. You're looking at the midfield, it's McGinn, Gilmore and McGregor. It's a decent midfield, by the way. It really is. Scotland back on the ball again now, though. Can they make anything of it as we do approach the first half an hour here? Nearly done. Here comes Tierney. Tierney pushing forward. Tierney down the left-hand side, looking to find options. No Scotland players there, though, as they had to pass it back. Here's Robertson. Now it's Shea Adams. Here's Robertson. Decent bit of play there from Scotland with the shot. And there we go. There's the goal. There's the equaliser. And a lovely little bit of play in it. Super John McGinn with the equaliser there for Scotland. And that's what you need. The quality that's in this team. They can be playing like that. And they have played like that. And find a great opening and a great team goal. And it's John McGinn, the man who's equalised here on the half-hour mark. And Scotland are definitely back in this match now. What a lovely pass. What a lovely bit of play. It started from Tierney, then to Robertson, then back to Tierney, then into McGinn. And just a lovely finish from outside the box there. Marciano had no chance against his former Hibs teammate. Oh, lovely bit of play there. Really was there. Robertson, Shea Adams, back to Robertson. Robertson back into McGinn, and McGinn finishing it there. The shot was perfect as well. And Scotland have the equaliser here. And it is 1-1 at Hampden. Half an hour play. John McGinn, the goal scorer. There we go, Scotland fans. Happy with that? Of course, Scotland are back in this match again. Lovely finish. Lovely team goal. And that's what the Scotland team can do when they've got that quality. Let me tell you, rest assured, the quality is there. How will Israel respond now? Because they have been a bit off the ball. They said they've been fairly organised in the whole of the game. But again, look, they've not really done anything going forward because they got the lead fairly early from that free kick, and they've never really penetrated Scotland's defence or even tried to get up the park and cause Scotland problems. But now it's gone down to an equaliser. They might come out a bit more now and show off and flex a bit of those attacking options. Of course, Solomon, Zahavi, two players that can cause Scotland problems if Scotland aren't alert to it. But Israel now won a free kick. Beat on there going into the box. Not from shooting distance. Maybe have one to get into the area. And there's a chance. And that's what Israel done. And they've taken the lead again here. It's Israel 2, Scotland 1. And just like that, as I was just talking about defensive mistakes, being organised, being alert, being aware. And Israel have already taken the lead again now. And this is typical Scotland fashion. You find a way for a bit of quality from Scotland. You think you've turned over a new leaf. They go up the end of the park. It's not even a free kick. It's not even a free kick that's going to cause any problems. All the Scotland defence need to do is mark their man, Zahavi, Solomon, all making that run, and just find them there. Nobody marking their men, and just a bit of a mess at the back. There's three players doing nothing in terms of defending, and just like that, Israel are back in the lead here at Hampden a minute after Scotland equalised. And that is typical Scottish fashion, guys. Typical Scottish fashion. And just like that, 2-1 up in Israel. And I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, but you don't get many games where Scotland score 3 goals, guys. Or 2 goals. But either way, they've scored a second here. It's De Boer who's got it. It's his 4th goal in 6 matches. As I said, they have got some quality that can cause people problems or cause teams problems. And they've just done that there pretty effortlessly against Scotland and have taken the lead here again. Not good. Not good there from a Scotland perspective. It really isn't. You want to see Scotland doing better with that, especially after getting the equaliser, working so hard to get it, just losing it a minute later. Stupid. Stupid. Either way, still 13 minutes or so left till half time. And again, just losing the ball there in the middle of the park, Scotland. This is where you can get punished against. As I said, I've talked about that front three. They're a good front three. They've goals on all of them. Zahavi, Solomon, De Boer. Really good players, and they need to not be complacent at the back. So about 11 minutes or so left until the half-time break. Scotland 1, Israel 2. Now here come Israel over the top. Cleared away again. Scotland looking to try and get back into possession though. As Israel come forward here again. Israel down the left-hand side. Solomon. Solomon into the danger area. Craig Gordon collects it. Craig Gordon distributes. And how can Scotland get themselves up the park? Darcer just trying to beat Tierney to the ball. Tierney gets there instead of him. Now here comes Gilmour. Gilmour's had a fairly quiet game so far, hasn't he? Here's Robertson. Gilmour. Tierney. Tierney switching play. Lyndon Dykes. One back again here by Zahavi. Zahavi. Oh, a lovely little pass forward there again. Now here come Israel as they pounder through the Scottish defence. They're in behind it. This could be another good chance for them. And that ball goes out of play. Well defended there in the end. So just a bit exposed there, the Scotland defence. But credit where credit's due. They managed to get back and sort that out. So it could have been bad there. It really could have been. Gilmour. Gilmour back into Callum McGregor. McGinn. McGinn goes forward here again for Scotland. 10 minutes till half time. Scotland 1, Israel 2. Just one of them things. Just got to be careful. Now here come Scotland yet again and blocked and cleared away by the Israel defence. This is the difference between the two teams so far. I feel that Israel are a bit more organised in terms of the back. I think Scotland man for man have better players, but Israel are doing a lot more with the ball when they want to do anything. When they want to go on attack, they'll go on an attack and not half-arse it. Here comes Scotland now again though. Here's Patterson. This could be a good opening. Ball goes into the box, headed away by Near Beaton. Comes back over to Scotland again. That's headed away by Israel again. One back though with McTominay. Now here comes Billy Gilmour. Billy Gilmour. McGinn finds McGregor. McGregor goes back to Tierney. Tierney along the halfway line here again. Looking to try and find an opening. But again, cleared away by the Israeli midfield. One back again there by Kieran Tierney. Tierney into the middle of the park again over finds Billy Gilmour. Gilmour finds McTominay coming up pretty high. So playing centre-back. Patterson. McTominay. McTominay trying to find a way through again, but blocked yet again there by Israel. Matt Maloney says, change it to a 3-4-3. Go down punching. He just wants to see fight. Boys don't mess about. Scotland back in the ball there again, though. Finding a way through. Here's Patterson. Can Patterson find a delivery? Now here's McTominay. Delivers it here again now for Scotland. Again, just too far. Hit too much, and that goes all the way out of play on that far left-hand side. And that's going to be a throw in here for Israel. So just decent one. VAR is in play in this game, guys. There was a little talk about the goal maybe being potentially offside, but it wasn't. It was definitely on. Michael Stone says, on paper, Scotland have a decent team. That's always the case, but they can't perform for Scotland. Mate, I think, as I said, in my lifetime, I certainly haven't seen a better Scotland side on paper than this team. I really do think it's littered with quality. I'd say the weak link, I suppose, at the moment in terms of the Scotland team is the forwards. I don't think they're prolific enough. I do like Shadams. I'm a fan of him. Maybe he might come into his own, but Lyndon Dykes, I don't think he's at the level yet. I'm a big fan of Kevin Nisbet, believe it or not. I really am. I think Kevin Nisbet could be that focal point for Scotland later on, but he doesn't really get given the chance. I don't know if that's because they're just favouriting, the Premier League boys over him. I don't know. I personally would go Nisbet over Dykes. I really would. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Nisbet. I really am. I think he should be a man that could play in these occasions. Adams making runs there also. Ball just goes back out of play there again from Israel. From Scotland. And that's going to go out for another Israel goal kick as we are on that final stretch to half time. Scotland 1, Israel 2. For those of you just joining in, guys, obviously Israel took the lead pretty early on from a free kick from Zahavi, PSV Eindhoven boy. Real good goal. He carries on his prolific form. Scotland then, went on with a bit of quality, in fact, believe it or not. It was a very stylish goal from Scotland. Really was. They got the equaliser. However, a minute later, in typical Scottish fashion, conceded from a defensive mistake. And, just like that, Scotland now trail 2-1 here at Hampden Park. But are back in possession here with Kieran Tierney. Trying to play in Shea Adams. Shea Adams just tries to hold up the ball there again. It's caught out there by the Israeli defence as he just tries to hold on to the ball. Strong as an ox there, big Shea Adams. Referee seen something he didn't like. He's having a go. He's a really angry man, that referee. He looks like he's going to nut people. He really does. Even though he's just giving people a briefing, he's just really enthusiastic about giving people a bollocking. Really is. Here's Tierney. Tierney moving forward here for Scotland. Tierney back over to Robertson. Robertson back over to Robertson, I was going to say. Robertson back over to McTominay. McTominay trying to find Patterson. Long ball over the top there. Does find Dykes. Now Dykes is going to try and hold it up, but it's never going to work. 1-on-3 in terms of the organised Israeli defence. It needs to be more creative, like that goal. The equalising goal was so creative from Scotland. I think do a bit more of that. Utilise your options that you've got. Use Gilmore, use McGregor, use McGinn. These are good attacking players. Robertson, Patterson, Tierney. They all love to attack for their clubs. Use it and utilise those players in this as well. Here comes Scotland again with another throw-in. Trying to find a way through here again. Oh, lovely little turn there from Gilmore. And again, just can't get out of the tread there from Israel. As they get back on the ball there with near Beaton, he clears it away and goes out for yet another. Another throw-in. Can Scotland find another equaliser before half-time? As McTominay dashes over in front of the Tartan Army to take this throw-in. Ball goes right there into the box for Scotland. Cleared away there again. And out of play. As it goes out for another throw-in here for the Tartan Army. As I say, we are. Half-time is quickly approaching. A couple minutes left of the first half remaining. Patterson on the ball here with the throw-in. Takes it quickly. Passes it all the way back to McTominay. Forward again. Now into the midfield is McGregor. Gregor finds Robertson. Robertson's got Tierney making a run down the left-hand side. Now here comes Kieran Tierney. Tierney with a bit of skill there. Oh, tries to get onto it, but again cleared away by Darsa. And Israel probably just trying to hope to manage things now just to get to half-time. But Robertson has other ideas. He retrieves the ball back here for Scotland. Switches play again. Patterson. Ball over the top there from Gilmore. Now into the box. Shoulder barge there again by Israel. But not looking too good at the moment as things stand in the table. Scotland will go down to third. That chance, of course, would lay into the hands of other teams messing up for Scotland to get in that possible qualification into the World Cup. Ideally, they need to at least draw here this evening. Ideally win, but a draw would definitely not be the end of the world. And I think most Scotland fans would take a draw at this point. Nice 2-2 draw as McGinn wins yet another corner here for Scotland. 2 minutes left to try and find that equaliser. Guys, if you haven't already, please do subscribe. Smash that like button. Let's try and get to 100 likes, guys. Help us out as we are really fast approaching. We're only 15 likes away. Ball comes back in there from Scotland. And there's a corner that's cleared away by Marciano. Comes back out by McTominay. Well, there could be a free kick here. A bit of a kerfuffle here with the Israel players. There's a yellow card for one of them. I think it's going to be a free kick here as Gilmore's shot. As he took the shot from outside the box on the rebound, he got slide tackled there. Was it in the box or was it out of the box? I'm going to go outside the box, just outside the box. And that's a good, decent position for a free kick. Let me tell you that. I don't know, VAR will have a look at it either way. I would have said it's a free kick. Nacho goes into the book for that. I'm not sure what he was doing, though, to be fair. Trying to put him off, but clipped him as he took the shot. And that is a free kick. It's not a penalty, unfortunately, but it is a free kick in a decent position. And again, Scotland have that talent to put that up and over the wall and finish this one off. McGregor can finish them now and then. Robbo, but I'd go McGinn for this one. Try and help him out. Oh, is it a penalty? Oh, it's a penalty. Oh, it's a penalty, guy. Oh my goodness me. It's a penalty. I just didn't even realise that. It's a penalty here for Scotland. A chance on the break of half-time. I thought it was a free kick. Oh my goodness me. Sorry about that, guys. It's a penalty that's been given. It's Lyndon Dykes going to take it. Lyndon Dykes versus Marciano. What an opportunity here for Scotland to equalise on the break of half-time. Dykes versus Marciano. Scotland have a chance to find the equaliser. This would be massive just before half-time as well, psychologically. Dykes steps up and misses. Marciano saved it. And wasted opportunity there for Scotland on the penalty. It's such a poor penalty as well. Marciano, credit, saves it there. But, yeah, missed penalty there from Scotland. Not good. Not good at all. Such a bad penalty. Right down the middle. Didn't even test the goalkeeper. So poor. Really poor. And Scotland's quest for an equaliser will go on later into this match. But that was a really, really good opportunity there. It really was on the verge of half-time. And Dykes has missed it. A bad, bad penalty. It really was. Straight down the middle. Marciano didn't even move. He just got down and whacked it off with his leg. And that's poor. Really, really poor from Scotland. Well, from Dykes, really. What a way to get back into the game there. It's almost gifted, but it wasn't meant to be. Minute and a half left remaining here at Hampden. Dykes, man, what you doing? What you doing? That means Nacho is relieved. Of course, making that idiotic decision to take out Billy Gilmore. Missing. Why is Dykes taking the penalty? Is he? I hate like slandering people, but Nisbet's a better player than Dykes. Am I like, I'm not chatting crap, am I? In my head, Nisbet's a much better player than Dykes. Why does he not play Nisbet? Is he injured? Is Nisbet injured? Why does he fancy Dykes so much? As I said, is Nisbet on the bench? Nisbet? Yeah, what the? Such a stacked bench as well. Scotland can't be losing this game. They really can't. They really can't. Here come Israel again now, just before half-time. Don't want to let in another one. Flag does go up, thankfully, though. My goodness. But as we do approach half-time, it's time to reflect on the first half. For those of you just joining in for the half-time bit break, it was, of course, Scotland going down 1-0 and in Scottish fashion. A belter of a free kick from Zahavi put Israel ahead. Scotland did get an equaliser through McGinn. Really good bit of play. A really, really good goal by him as well, in fact. However, a minute later, in again another typical Scottish fashion, let in another goal from a comedy of errors, I suppose, at the back from the Scottish defence. And they got back into winning it 2-1. 2 minutes just before half-time, Scotland got a penalty, and it was Dykes who took it, and it was very, very poor. It wasn't a great save. It was a poor penalty by him. And just like that, it's 2-1 at the break. Massive, massive second half here for Scotland. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the first half, guys, down in the comment section. I'm just going to go grab a brew and all that. Guys, please do smash that like button. Let's try and get to 100 likes. We're 8 likes away. We're nearly there. And hit that subscribe button as well, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for the first half. I'll be back in a few minutes, ready to take you through the second half, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you all very, very soon. Oh, sorry about the long interval there, guys. Had to have dinner. Yeah, I was hungry. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, we're back again, ready for the second half and stuff like that. Literally in the nick of time. I think players just coming out now, ready to go. Yeah, here we go. Literally just right on the button there, guys. And we are back underway, guys. Listen like that. Sweet. Happy days. Scotland just getting back. As I said, the bit of drama towards... oh, man, I'm boiling hot. Drama towards the end of the old second half, wasn't it? It was an interesting one. As I said, it was an interesting one towards the end there. Scotland, again, missed a penalty. A great opportunity to get back into it in the second half. But, look, they're starting back from the building block now and have to try and find a goal. Simple as that. As I said, a draw will be good enough. It will be good enough in terms of qualification, I suppose, or for that point in the second space. But losing, you don't want to be in that route because then you're relying on other fixtures around you and stuff like that. So I would say, yeah, Scotland need to be trying finding a draw in this game. Really do. Massive missed opportunity, of course, from the penalty. But as I said, there's still a good opportunity to try and find a point in this game. But guys, we're nearly at 100 likes as well now, so please do smash that like button. As I say, we're trying to get to over 100 likes. We are 3 away. So if you can help us out, guys, that would be absolutely amazing. It really would. Here comes Scotland again now, though. Through to Shea Adams. Oh, brought down in the box again, was it? Nah, no foul play that time. No penalty for Scotland this time. That was a decent clearance, though, in the end. Now here come Israel down the left-hand side as they try and find an opening forward. Patterson just trying to keep him off the ball. Managed to clear it and go the other way. Israel, as I say, looking to find their third goal in this game. Finds a way through. There's Israel just keeping possession, keeping it nicely, not panicking, not worrying. As I said, they are in the driving seat as things stand at the moment at Hampden Park. They are 2-1 to the good, and that will stick them 2 points ahead in the bid for qualification. They'll be close. It'll be in their hands if they do manage to see out this victory, but Scotland at least need a draw. Now here come Israel again. Just played it along that back line. Here's the goalkeeper, Marciano. Marciano forward. Clears it away, as I say, as well. Just keeping possession here nicely. Plays it all the way back to Marciano again. It's getting a bit dark in here. Might have to turn the light on. Now back to Craig Gordon. Craig Gordon back in possession. What did I have for dinner? I had steak, mate. I had steak tonight. Steak. Perfect. Just fouled there again. Oh, there's a yellow card coming out here as well for somebody. Not sure who that's for. McGinn. Yeah, McGinn's been in the water. I'm surprised that's his first yellow card, to be fair. That's easy. Easy peasy. I'm just going to turn some lights on here quick, guys, because it's getting dark. 2 secs. Cool, there's a bit of light in there, guys. Sorry, guys, I won't F around anymore, as we've got a bit of light. Sorry about that. Now here comes Scotland again now. Blocked away again there by Israel. Comes back in for Shea Adams, though. Here's a chance for Shea Adams, and that ball goes in there by him. But cleared away again by that Israeli defence, and that was a good opportunity there again from Scotland to create something. But they have won a corner on the other end of it, though. So a chance maybe from the set piece to maybe try and find that equaliser. That also important equaliser. McGinn's over this corner. Hendry and all that are up for it. McGinn looking to deliver it. He does. Ball goes in. Oh, Marciano just comes out to collect it. I thought Hendry got ahead to that one there. Marciano gets it. Pronounces on it. Lays on it. It was McTominay there. I thought they went for a duel there. But Marciano managed to collect the ball and he was the one on top of it. Fair play to him there. Marciano. Israel just playing out from the back here again as Arsada driving forward. Blocked again there by Scotland. Back to Israel. Now up for another throw in here for the Tartan Army. Andy Robertson. There we go. But yeah, so far, not the best. Someone said in the comments, not no fire just yet in the bellies of the Scotland players. However, we're only 5 minutes into the second half, still another 40 minutes to go. Plenty of time to maybe find 1 or 2 goals. And speaking of goals, here comes Shea Adams. He can be a guy who can have the quality and conjure up something. However, he's blocked there again as Israel tried to find that advance again. But, as I say, blocked initially there by the away side. Here come Scotland now with Billy Gilmour. Now to the left-hand side here again as Robertson gets onto it. Now Tierney. Gilmour. Tierney. Trying to find a way through. Another opening. Here's Robbo again. Ball goes into the box. Cleared away again there by Israel. Goes out for a throw-in. Another good opportunity there from Scotland. Can they respond there? Here's another throw-in now from Scotland. Plays it all the way along to McTominay. Another ball into the danger area. Here's a chance for Shea Adams. And that's, again, not the best delivery. Certainly not the best touch there by Shea Adams. Now Israel looking to penetrate away from their own half. As that's cleared away again. Did well. Scotland win the ball back here now with Patterson. Patterson back to Gilmour. Gilmour goes forward. Gilmour currently on loan at Norwich. I did a video at the start of the year about that move. There was not a lot of happy Norwich fans, but I didn't think Norwich was the club where they could get the best out of Billy Gilmour in terms of development. I knew they were going to go as a yo-yo club. They're going to finish 20th. We all know that. And I always felt like Thomas Tuchel just had an old powers act with Daniel Farke and ended up loaning him there. So I thought that was a poor loan move there initially from Chelsea. Could have went anywhere, but not down to that relegation languish side. Scotland put another ball back into the box trying to find Shea Adams, but blocked there again. Here comes Adams. Adams opens up. Now here comes McTominay and blocked again there by Near Beaton. Comes back for Scotland yet again now though as Patterson drives forward. Patterson still looking to try and find an opening. Blocked there again. Patterson. Forward here to Gilmour. Gilmour into Patterson again. Here comes Gilmour yet again. Gilmour looking to try and find an avenue. Gilmour does, and now here comes a good chance of Scotland. Ball goes into the box, and that was a good play by Billy Gilmour. And I was talking in the first half, you know, get the ball to him, he can create. He has that ability to go on runs, go unlock doors that some other players just can't do. And he's been more part of this second half than he was in the first half, that's for sure. Here's McGinn. McGinn scored from outside the box earlier on this afternoon. He takes another shot there, but that's blocked by the white wall of Israel. Now here comes McGregor again. McGregor all the way back over to Robertson. McGregor, Gilmour, McGinn. Now back over to McGregor. McGregor forward. Now down the left-hand side yet again here for Scotland. And then that's cleared and blocked away there by Israel. But Israel, you know, sitting fairly deep. It's all been Scotland the last sort of 10 minutes of this second half. Ball's delivered again. Oh, what a goal there for Scotland. Ball comes in. Lyndon Dykes makes up for the penalty decision. Unbelievable goal there from Scotland. Oh, my goodness me. It might be ruled off. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, it's been chopped off. I mean, VAR is in play. They will have a look at it. Marciano not happy. Near Beaton not happy with Lyndon Dykes. Oh, what a goal there from Lyndon Dykes. VAR will check it, but they've cancelled it for now and gave a yellow card. Nah, nothing wrong with that. The high foot, apparently. Got the ball. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Completely nothing wrong with that goal. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing. What's wrong with that? How has that been disallowed? Wait, what? Are they not checking VAR on this? Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Guys, let me know what's going on with that goal there. Has someone seen something that I've not seen? Why has that been chopped off? The heck? How has that been chopped off? Surely VAR's got to intervene. The goal was fine. He dived into it. It's like he got the ball. It shows you got the ball. If he scored the goal with his foot, it wasn't a high leg, was it? He got the ball. Nothing wrong with that. He jumped. He tried to clear it away. The defender. Yeah, he's gone over to VAR. It's perfectly fine. Right, he's gone over there. Right, I'm gonna change the scoreboard. It's gonna be 2-2. Because it's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Bloody hell, man. What a goal as well. There you go. Goal. Is it goal? Goal. Yeah, 2-2, guys. It's 2-2. I told you, absolutely nothing wrong with that. What a goal there by Lyndon Dykes. The Tartan Army goes mental. Thank God for VAR. We did a video about it. But there you go. That is it. It's a perfectly good goal there for Scotland. And Scotland have equalised. What a goal there from Lyndon Dykes. He made up from that dreadful penalty that he took earlier on. And that is a cracker of a goal. And thank God for VAR, because that would have been Scotland's luck for that to have been gone. That to have been chopped off. It was perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. And yeah, Scotland have equalised here. 35 minutes left to go. It's Scotland 2, Israel 2. Sorry, Israel fans that are tuning in. I don't mean to be too biased, but you know, I was a bit passionate towards it because that was a defo goal all day long, and gladly it's got overturned. Here comes Lyndon Dykes again now. Scotland advancing forward. Another chance opening here as they go down the right hand side now. Here's a way through to Billy Gilmore. And now another chance for Scotland again. Oh, Scotland really going for it. Could they go and find a third goal? As I said earlier on, a draw would be good. A draw would be okay. It would be enough. But a win would be absolutely perfect in the bid for qualification. Can Scotland go that extra step further? As I said, they've gone a minute now without conceding in terms of the equaliser. So hopefully they don't concede again. Oh no, they've done it again. Oh, nearly. What a stupid. What are they doing there again? Israel almost in there again. Perfect ball to Zahavi. Nobody there. Thank God for Craig Gordon. Craig Gordon he made the run completely. Nobody there. Who's that defending? Who is that? Hendry and Tierney. Why were they not doing anything there? Again, he had a free header. Craig Gordon, good save. And yeah, still 2-2, guys. I thought I was like, oh my goodness me, they've done it again. But no, it was 2-2. Good save by Craig Gordon. Here's Tierney. Now here comes McGinn. Scotland looking to start playing with a bit of heart and a bit of fire. Fire in the belly. No excuse of it. The full house here at Hampden. Expecting this. And for the players they all have on the park, Scotland should be getting the better over Israel. Let's perfectly be honest here. Here's Shea Adams now. Blocked there again by Israel. Shea Adams back on the ball again. Now down the left-hand side here again. Scotland looking to try and take the lead for the first time this evening. Blocked there again by Israel's defence though. And that goes back out of play. And out for another throw here for Scotland. The crowd getting behind them. The Tartan Army really going after it. Now Scotland come forward again with another shot from outside the box. That was, brave to take that decision. I think it was Billy. Billy tried to try and find a way through there that time. Scotland back on the ball as they advance forward. Here comes McTominay. McTominay now finds a way down the right-hand side. Scotland still advancing. Another way through here again. This time it's Nathan Patterson. Nathan Patterson just can't get through there that time, and that's blocked there again. Oh, ball comes back in the area again there for Scotland. And Scotland looking the more likely to score out of the two. Scotland looking a lot better than they certainly were playing in the first half. More creative. That was a real good delivery there then from Scotland. I just seen Patterson. Sorry for people that don't support Rangers. I just seen Patterson think that I've said Rangers by accident. But McGinn now with a corner kick. McGinn with the ball into the danger area. McGinn delivers. Headed down and headed away there by Israel again. Comes back out for another one from Scotland, and that time goes wide at the post and out for a goal kick. Yeah, to Israel. Guys, please do smash that like button. Let's try to get to 150 likes. If you haven't already subscribed as well, we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We cover all Scotland games, Rangers games, Celtic games. You know the drill. You know the spiel now by now. So please do consider subscribing, completely free. Press that big red button, and help out the channel. Here comes McGinn again. Now here come Scotland advancing. McTominay finds a way through here to Shea Adams. Shea Adams down the left-hand side now for Scotland. Scotland coming back into the box. Oh, it's another one! Oh, no, my goodness me. Lyndon Dykes is so dangerous in there. Great save there by Marciano. And I thought that was 3. I really did think that was 3 there from Scotland. But that's, just good save there by Marciano. Really do rate him as a goalkeeper, Marciano. Good effort by Lyndon Dykes. It's going to be a corner kick now here to Scotland, though, as McGinn is over this one again. Scotland, you just feel got their tails up here, fire in the belly. Ball goes back in. Oh, it's another chance here for Shea Adams, and blocked again there by the Israel defence. Comes back to Gilmour as he switches it down that right-hand side to Patterson. And blocked again there as Darsa clears that one away from Israel. Comes back out for another throw-in. Now Scotland looking to try and take the lead for the first time this evening. Here's McGregor. Scotland, as I say, fire in the belly. Crowd getting behind them. Now here comes Scotland again. Marciano back on it. Robbo tried an audacious one. Robbo does get a yellow card, in fact, as well. There, Big Robertson. Like that. John Robertson, it was McGinn and it was Dykes, the boys that scored the goals for Scotland. Oh, another good chance for Scotland now. This could be a one-on-one. Shea Adams coming forward there, but near beat on. Good clearance. Good to stay on with Shea Adams there. Near beat on, sorting him out. Celtic player, Celtic defender, Celtic crazy man. Always does blow it in the big moments, does near beat on, doesn't he? He's always a bit of a loose cannon, is the word I would use for him. Red cards, old firm, red cards, Champions League qualifiers. Yeah, not good. Ball switch play again there from Israel. As they come forward, we're over the hour mark. We've only got 25 minutes left to play here in Glasgow. And it is Scotland 2, Israel 2. Will we get late goals, though? Will we get more goals? Will we get a winner? Now here come Israel again down the top. Out of play and out for a goal kick. And we've got 2 substitutions coming on now for Israel. Wiseman and Glez are going to be coming on. As I said, just going to try and freshen things up in the second half. It's all been Scotland, really. Let's perfectly be honest here. It's really been Scotland. A lot better. And now Israel just wanting to maybe change things up there, especially going forward. Freshen things up, I suppose. Wiseman coming on there for them. A draw would certainly suit Scotland way more than Israel. Israel ideally need a win if they want to progress. But a draw wouldn't be the end of the world for Scotland. Here's McGinn. McGinn forward. Lovely little bit of play there from Scotland. But I think Scotland should persevere and keep the way, the intensity that they're playing at. They could find a third goal and win this match. Thank you, PLK, for giving us the update on the scores. Sweden 2, Kosovo 0. There you go for the Sweden fans. Let's have a little look at the... sorry, 2 seconds. Let's have a little look at the results, the scores at the moment. Andorra playing England later on this evening. 2-0 Ireland. Ireland are 2-0 up against Azerbaijan. 2-0. Robinson is the goal scorer. Georgia 0-0 with Greece. 2-0 Sweden against Kosovo. And Lithuania beat Bulgaria 3-1. Glenn Kamara's Finland are losing 2-1 to Ukraine. Yarmolenko as the man who scored the goals there. Bosnia beat Kazakhstan 2-0. And of course in Group F, Austria versus Faroe Islands later on with Moldova and Denmark. Denmark pretty much over the line really, aren't they? They're pretty much there. Through and out. Sarah Alex is in attendance as well, watching on from the stands. Massive Scotland supporter. There he is there, big man. Well, we're going to get some changes here for Scotland. Christie's going to be coming on. Well, long time no see. We're on Christie, eh? Stephen Naismith, he's a coach, is he? Fair play. Shea Adams is going to be coming off, but Christie, as long as Christie doesn't fire balls over the stands, then he'll be fine. Because he's a good player. He started the season well with Celtic at the time, obviously moved to Bournemouth. Don't get me started on why players move to Bournemouth. Oh my God. But yeah, he is a good player on his day when he doesn't take shots from outside the box. But yeah, freshening things up here up the forward areas, and Christie's coming onto the park. Again, don't like to slaughter people's ambition, but what's he doing at Bournemouth these days? Has he scored goals there or anything? Christie. Let's have a look. What's he doing there? Oh, he's played 3 games at Bournemouth already. Fair play. Here comes Patterson. Patterson puts a ball into the box there from Gilmore. And again, headed wide at the post. And are Scotland going to rue these chances that they're getting at the moment? Israel just do feel a bit flat. And it is all Scotland so far. They've got the crowd on their side. But as I say, you want to take these chances whilst you are on top. Because I just feel the tide will turn again in this game eventually. Come the 75 to the 80th minute. Israel have more at stake if they draw this game. It doesn't work for them. Do you think Scotland can pull off a win? Maybe, mate. Maybe. Why not? I think they can. Definitely. I think the tide has definitely changed in terms of this game. Scotland are certainly on top, but as I just said, there is going to be a point where Israel are going to go all out attacking. There's not much Scotland are going to be able to do it, so they need to be organised. But if they want to take the chances, they need to do it, I'd say, in the next 10 minutes. And try and find another goal, the winning goal. Into the latter stages of this game. Pure mad Israel. Israel there with Darcer again. Now along the back. Christie went to Bournemouth for the same reason Gold went to the Whitecaps. Dollar. I didn't even know there was that much dollar in Bournemouth, to be fair. Is there good dollar there? Bournemouth. DJ says Scotland will win this game. There you go, maybe. Here they do come again now, though. It's Patterson. Switches play. Back on the ball, but that goes back out of play there again from Israel. Going out for another throw in here for Scotland. Patterson. Patterson plays it all the way back to McTominay. McTominay forward here again for Scotland. More Gilmore. Back to McTominay again. Switches play. Finds a way forward. Now here comes Scotland again. Let's try and find an opening. Ball goes in over the top there again. That's cleared away again by Israel. Scotland try and find a way forward here. Try and look for that winner as Craig Gordon collects the ball. Now there's got McTominay here again, playing out from the back. McTominay out to the right. Back into Nathan Patterson. Patterson finds McTominay. McTominay all the way forward here again from Scotland. And that's, again, just about cleared off. NRW says, honestly, cheers, mate, for this. Just listening at work because I can't watch. Really good stream. Thank you, mate. Thank you for tuning in, buddy. Cheers for everybody that's tuned in tonight. If you are new, guys, do hit that big subscribe button. We're back on Tuesday night, for Faroe Islands versus Scotland as well. And then when club football returns as well, we do have Rangers playing Hearts on Saturday, next Saturday that is, along with Motherwell versus Celtic. Might also be doing the 6 o'clock Aberdeen game as well. So yeah, plenty of Scottish football here on the channel. So if you do like your Scottish football, guys, then please do subscribe. Here comes John McGinn now. McGinn forward. 20 minutes, or just less than 20 minutes to go here at Hampden Park. Still 2-2. Marciano comes out to collect that one there from McGinn. Kyle Hill says, we have a good chance to win this. We can only be 5 minutes away maximum from Near Beaton getting himself sent off, so we should have to go for it for the last 15. Yeah, Near Beaton's probably in big pressure situation. Near Beaton, I'm not slating the guy. He's not a bad guy, but he does have a habit of throwing away like massive, like doing stupid things in high profile games. So Near Beaton's probably going to give a penno away in the 85th minute. You know it, don't you? You know it. You've heard it here first, guys. Put the bets on. A penalty, Near Beaton to give it away. Scotland now with the free kick. It's Billy Gilmore into the box, and there Marciano's there. There's the goal. It comes out of his hands, and Scotland, and that's going to be ruled off. I think maybe for offside there. Not sure what happened there initially. I think it was Dykes and Marciano going for it. Marciano would have collected the ball, but Dykes, because he shoved him, he couldn't get a grip and control on it. So yeah, that's a foul, and that goal will not count. Almost thought it was there. I thought it was as easy as that for Lyndon Dykes. Lyndon Dykes, I gave him a bit of a bollocking. Not a bollocking. Again, I don't like to talk badly about people because people are so much better than me at football, obviously. But yeah, I was giving a bit of slating earlier. I'm more of a Nisbet man over Dykes. But here they come again. Scotland looking for a third goal. And again, blocked away by the Israel defence. As I said, yeah, I'm more of a Nisbet guy. And then he came out in the second half after that stupid penalty that he took and scored a belter of a goal. And he's been working really, really hard up top here for Scotland. And I think you've got to do that in a Steve Clarke team. You've got to work hard and be a bit of a nuisance. And he's done the job well today in the second half. And it made me eat my words a tiny bit. What else have we got? I'll be in all your streams like always. Commentary banging as well. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. The Faroe Islands. Yeah, Faroe Islands next. Scotland should be winning that. Should. Scotland will do the hard job tonight and do it against Israel. They're going to end up getting pumped by Faroe Islands in like this shock game that stops them going from the World Cup. Here's McGinn now with another corner. Oh, there's another chance for Scotland again, but cleared and blocked away by Israel. In fact, I think there's a free kick there. Now in the build-up as one of the Scotland players just barges into Marciano again. Yeah, and as I said, that's going to be a free kick here to Israel. And it's Marciano who's going to take it as he hits it forward. I'm streaming the next Scotland game. Yes, I'm streaming the next Scotland game, guys. Arad coming off now for Israel as Kinda comes on. The big man. Now here comes the Israel defence again as they launch this one forward. Back there again by Craig Gordon. He's not problemed. 15 minutes left to go here at Hampden Park. Scotland nearly there. But they want a win. A win would be even better. It would put Scotland in a really, 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 really good position. As things stand, let me have a little look at the table. As I say, Austria are playing later. Two seconds. So as things stands in the table, Scotland would go into stay in second with 12. Israel would go into third with 11. Again, I don't know how many games are left in this qualification, but ideally you want to be winning these matches. There's still quite a few left to go. So there's 3 more after this, and the games that Scotland need to play are Faroe Islands and Moldova, right? But Denmark, of course, look, that's the last game. That's hard. Scotland aren't going to win that. But Scotland need to win that game against the Faroe Islands, win that game against Moldova. If they win tonight, I think they'll be okay. I really do. But let's have a look at Israel in terms of their fixtures that they've got coming up for their qualification. They've got 2 secs. So they got Moldova next, which is a guaranteed 3 points, really. Then they've got Austria. Austria aren't in great form. So Israel have got the easier games. They've done the games against Denmark. So ideally, Scotland should go for a winner here. That would be better. That really would be better for it. But easier said than done, isn't it? Here's Dasa again. Dasa and over the top. Cleared away again there. And I think Tierney's gone down. He's bashed his head and he's alerted the treatment team to come over. Said he's not happy. Yeah, just a colliding of the heads there, I think. Or it's hurt his leg or something. Yeah, Israel, 3 games, not Emma. Yeah, it's 3 games left after these ones. But Scotland have that hard one. They got Denmark. Now, Denmark haven't lost or drawn a game yet. They've won all 6 of theirs. They're pretty much out of sight. Israel have got the easy games after. That's why I said Scotland should really go for this one and create a bit of space. Because if they do, they would have 4 points clear. They could lose that game against Denmark, win against Moldova, and win against the Faroe Islands. It would be job done. So this is a big 13 minutes now here for Scotland. Otherwise, you'd have to hope that Austria can probably nick something off Israel. But then again, you don't want to be pinning your hat on other teams to do stuff. You want to be in control of your own destiny. And Scotland can do that here in the next 13 minutes. Here they are playing out from the back here again. Down the left-hand side now is Robertson. Now back into the middle is McGinn. McGinn finds McGregor. McGinn goes forward is Tierney. Back again here. Scotland back on the ball. Switching play. Here's McTominay again. McTominay drives it. Now finds a way through to Nathan Patterson. Patterson back along the back line here to McTominay and Hendry. McTominay. Scotland just passing the ball around. Nice bit of football here from the Tartan Army. And can they find a way through this Israeli defence? As I said, the tide may turn here in the next 12 minutes or so. Near Beaton's gone down to the floor, holding his leg. Might not give away that penalty after all. Poor Beaton. No, it isn't Beaton this time. Nearly there, yeah. One of the Israeli players has gone down and he's going to get treatment. I do think there is going to be a bit of stoppage time at the end of this game, to be fair, because obviously the goal that was checked with VR, we've had a couple of injuries as well. So I do think we are going to be getting a bit of stoppage time. But yeah, now we need to see what's happened with this Israeli player. He's down on the deck. Treatment team is on the park. I think it's his leg. So we'll see what happens with him. Oh, it's what you do to me. He's getting back to his feet now. Surely not time wasting, is he? Who have Israel even got on the bench? To see if I know anyone that I know of theirs. Oh, Leila Barda. Leila Barda's on there. Obviously, he plays for Celtic as well, doesn't he? Oh yeah, sure. I can remember. I forgot that he was Israeli, but yeah, he's on the park as well. Oh, he's on the bench. He's an option for Israel. However, they have used a couple of their substitutions. Anyway, play does resume after that slight injury. It's Robertson that gets us going again with the throw-in. However, the ball goes straight back to Israel as we go into the last 10 minutes of this game here at Hampden. It could be a massive, massive 10 minutes with both sides. Both wanting that opportunity to go to the World Cups in Qatar in 2022. I want an opportunity for both of these countries to get there. Ball hit long. Cleared away again there by Israel. Now Israel come down the left-hand side. And that's blocked there again. What Scottish League are you covering next weekend? It's going to be Rangers v Hearts, Motherwell v Celtic. I think Aberdeen game on the 6 o'clock kickoff. I can't remember who they're playing, but we've got quite a few games on Saturday. Then the old Europa League, Champions League and stuff like that. Well, not Champions League, there's no Scottish teams in there. But Europa League, yeah, we'll be back with that on next Thursday. Another yellow card there for a Scotland player. Brought down there by McGinn. Big Beaton was the man who brought him down. Are we going to start to see the beginning of the end there for Beaton? Beaton on a yellow card. He's also wearing the captain's armband near Beaton. High pressure situation. Here we go. Is it near Beaton again? Is he getting talked to? I've got this conspiracy near Beaton. High profile games always blows it. Let's have a look. Is it Beaton again? Ooh, who's getting yellow here? Darcer's gone to the floor. No, there wasn't nothing wrong with that. Oh, Gilmore. Oh, that's a dirty towel. Oh, just grabs him there. Is Gilmore going to be a lucky boy, or is he going to be sent away? Gilmore just colliding him there with the legs. I think it's just a yellow card there that time for Billy Gilmore, but that was a mad... the manager's getting booked as well here. It's getting a bit rowdy towards the end here at Hampden, guys, in Glasgow. Darcer still on the floor. Manager's getting yellow cards and everything. Billy Gilmore, yellow card as well for his challenge there on Darcer. Now, as I say, a lot of time being wasted here. I think there's going to be about 5 or 6 minutes stoppage time towards the end. Mad near Beaton on a yellow. Now Israel just play out from the back here again. Now comes back the way, isn't it, Beaton? Beaton forward again. Israel, as I said earlier on, probably would try and go all out attacking for the last 10. Now on the ball, what can they do with it? And how will Scotland respond with this defence? Because the last thing they want to do is allow Israel to have a late goal. That would be bad in terms of Scotland's qualification bid. Here's McGinn. McGinn forward. Now here comes McTominay. Blocked there again by Israel. Comes back for Scotland. Scotland taking another throw, and here's Nathan Patterson, but a sense of urgency about him as he tries and gets some blue jerseys up. And plays it along there to Billy Gilmore here again. McGregor. Forward. Now down the left-hand side here again for Scotland. And that's blocked again by Israel. And that's going to go out for another corner kick here for Scotland. And another set piece. So the chances of scoring from a corner is 5%. And will this one prevail? As Billy Gilmore darts over there, the Scotland crowd are starting to get louder and louder as the minutes go on, and the demand for a winning goal escalates. Ball comes in from Scotland again, now with a header. Here's another chance for Scotland. Blocked there again by Israel. Get another great chance for Scotland just to get onto it. But as I said, just cleared away by Israel. Another ball goes into the box from Scotland though. Headed away. Back into there by them again. Scotland now with another chance. Oof! And that goes over the bar and out of play. What another great chance for Scotland. Did that come off a white jersey? I think it did. It's going to go up for another corner here for Scotland. Now here we go. Nearly 400 people in here, guys. If you can drop a like, that would be amazing. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you like your Scottish football. Here comes McGinn now. Puts the ball into the box. Far post. And it was headed to keep it in there. That time McTominay. And ball goes out of play again. Probably. Kyle. I do think Scotland are lacking a prolific striker. I would say that. We're down to the last 5 here now at Hampden. As I said, there will be a lot of stoppage time added on just due to the constant stops and starts of this game. Nathan Patterson goes into their book as well. Loads of yellow cards being dished out in this game. The referee's been fairly fair, I suppose. VAR needed to intervene, though, with Scotland's goal. Here's Beaton. Beaton out from the back into the middle. Clears it away. Now back. Won the ball back here again with Scotland. But it's Darcer who gets onto it. Darcer going down that right-hand side. Israel now showing a bit of urgency to try and find the winning goal for themselves. Switches play. And headed away again there by Scotland. Israel try and retreat and go back for it. Goes out for a throw into Scotland though. And on the break, they're going to try and get things going here quickly, Scotland. Here's McTominay again. McTominay back to Patterson. Patterson over to McTominay again. McTominay looking to try and find an avenue. Does. Here's McTominay driving forward. Blocked again there by Israel. Just like that. Scotland back in possession. Oh, a decent ball picked out. Here could be a good opportunity for Scotland now. Oh, ball comes into the box and blocks there by Israel again. Lyndon Dykes just couldn't quite get onto it. And I think it does take a little touch off here when it goes out. That's going to be a goal kick to the away side. Nearly though. Ball came in nicely there from Scotland. Big Dites. Last few minutes remaining here at Hampden Park. Will we get a winner? Or will it remain the same? Will it be a draw? They're making a change. David Zada comes on for Menacham. As Israel will also try and chase a late winner. Here's McTominay. 2 minutes left here at Hampden. Ball over the top. Here's McTominay again. Lovely switch. Here's Gilmore. Gilmore plays out to the left-hand side. Another decent ball in there from Scotland. Switches play. Back into McTominay. McTominay playing out for the back. Scotland looking confident, playing cool on the ball. However, not going the right way. Patterson down the right-hand side now, though. Oh, one back there by Billy Gilmore. Or Ryan Christie. Christie with a ball in! Oh, what an opportunity. That was the opportunity. Christie came in. McGinn. Oh, 1-on-1 with the keeper. And Marciano makes the save. And that was the chance, I think, to find the winner, the late winner. Christie's ball. Christie's been quiet since he's came on. But that run there was a great little run. And the pass that he gave there to McGinn. McGinn should have been finishing that. Went straight to the keeper. Should have picked a corner. But another great opportunity there for Scotland. Scotland, though, coming back here again with the cavalry. Here comes McGinn. Finds a way through there to Tierney. Goes back into the danger area now for Scotland. Gilmore. Tierney. We are coming into the 90. We will get confirmation how much stoppage time is going to be added on. I'm going to go with 5. Ball comes back in and cleared away there by... Well, it comes off McGinn's head. Goes out for a goal kick here to Israel. As I say, Scotland... Sorry, Israel. Now back in possession. Oh, good shot. Good delivery by McGinn. Oh, Christie. McGinn just should have went with a corner. But straight at the keeper. Good opportunity. Marciano hits it long in Hampden. Now here comes Scotland. Well, here comes Israel. Israel now winning a free kick at the expense of Scotland. Will Israel have other ideas to upset Scotland here at Hampden? Both of them so desperately want a winner here. As the ball goes into the danger area. Ball comes in, cleared away by Scotland again. And it's 6 minutes added on here at the end at Hampden Park. And is it going to be Israel that find it, or will it be Scotland? Israel put another ball into the box, cleared away again. Israel now with a throw-in. Puts it into the danger area. Israel, as I say, looking for the winner. They've took the lead twice tonight. But the ball's back firmly with the Scotland jersey. As Patterson makes a run down the right, but won again there by Darcer. Dykes is giving chase. Marciano's out of his net. But it's Scotland. It's Israel who get the ball back again. One back again, though, by Scotland yet again. McTominay there in the box. 5 minutes. 1 minute down of the stoppage. 5 to go. Israel passing along the back line. Near Beaton. Hits it into the air. On back again there by Christie. And Christie moves forward. That's blocked there again by Israel. And they come forward yet again. As Israel look to try and find an opening. As they look to try and find the winner. Ball comes back in there from them. Wiseman. As I say, guys, if you have enjoyed today's video, please do smash the like button. And subscribe to the channel for more Scottish football content. We're back with Scotland versus the Faroe Islands on Tuesday. And back with club football, of course, on Saturday with Rangers versus Hearts and Motherwell versus Celtic. So yeah, do subscribe for all your Scottish football needs. And if you want to go a step further this evening, you can donate to the channel if you've enjoyed the coverage and you want to go, that extra step further. Again, you can do that by donating with the $sign at the bottom right of your live chat. As I say, you can leave a donation if you so wish. If not, guys, just drop a like button and subscribe. And I really do appreciate you guys joining in here this evening. It's going to be Scotland moving forward here with McGinn again. Now, down that right-hand side. Can Scotland find it? We're already 3 minutes down of the stoppage. We've got another 3 to go. Ball comes forward. Now here's the chance. Could this be the chance? Gilmore into the danger area. Oh, here's another chance for Scotland. Dykes! And that goes out of play there from Petres. And the Scotland guys are urging them on. And this is going to be a corner from John McGinn. John McGinn's going to deliver it into the box. McGinn's delivery. McGinn from the corner. Ball goes in. There's the header. There's the goal! And Scotland have got the winner. It's Scott McTominay. With 2 minutes left of the stoppage time. They must win a massive, massive game here this evening. It's Scotland. And it's McTominay who scored the third goal in front of Hampden. And Hampden has gone absolutely berserk. And Scotland are close now to qualifying for the World Cup in 2022. This is massive. What a huge goal that could prove to be. As Tierney and everybody urging the crowd to keep on going. It's Scotland 3. It's Israel 2. And Scotland are so close now. What a massive, massive goal in a big game. The game was, the first half especially tonight, didn't seem it was going Scotland's way. Scotland huffed and puffed. Decisions didn't go their way. They didn't play particularly great. But in the second half, they've shown a new lease of life. We've seen a Steve Clark side that have scored 3 goals this evening in a massive, massive high-pressure situation. And Scotland are so close now to winning this game. 2 minutes left of the normal time, of stoppage time remaining. And Scotland in a massive, massive position. And Steve Clark might be delivering yet another big night for Scotland. Massive there from the Tartan Army. Scotland so close. Goodness me. McTominay loved that one. But will that be enough? We're already into borrowed time in terms of there's going to be another minute probably added on to the stoppage. Scotland did concede straight after scoring in the first half. They can't do that here. This is massive, massive. They will go 4 points clear of Israel, who are in third place. Scotland are in second place. 3 games left to go of the World Cup qualification group. Faroe Islands, Moldova and Denmark. What this game does buy Scotland is a bit of leeway against Denmark. Job is not over, but Moldova and Faroe Islands, you expect Scotland to beat those two teams. They need to beat them coming up. But this does buy Scotland a bit of leeway. A tiny bit of leeway. Well, a big bit of leeway. They can afford to lose that game against Denmark on the final day in the World Cup qualification here at Hampden in November and still go through. If they beat the Faroe Islands and they beat Moldova, they're pretty much through. That's a massive, massive night there for Scotland. And what a goal that McTominay goal could have been. Ball's in the corner. We've done the 6 minutes of the stoppage time. We now into borrowed time here at the end. Borrowed time at the end here at Hampden Park. Scotland with the corner. They got the ball right where they want it. And are almost on the verge of victory here in front of a full house for the first time in what it feels like ages. Must have been about a year and a half ago since they had a full house here at Hampden. 2 years ago maybe. That is massive. Huge. And that is pretty much that, guys. We are nearly at the end now. The game is almost done. And there we go. There's the final whistle. It's Scotland have won the game here against Israel here at Hampden Park. Massive, massive victory. Really is. Doesn't get much bigger than this. Scotland, as I said, played their worst enemy sometimes in the first half. They did it the Scottish way and are so close for the first World Cup since 1998. This is massive. What a time to be a Scotland fan. What an exciting team as well. A really good team from Scotland and a great performance. Sir Alex applauds here at Hampden. It's great to see as well. For so long, the Scotland fans, the Scotland faithful, the people of Scotland haven't had a national team to be proud of. But you look at this team now, it's littered with stars. And Scotland, as I say, 2 games away from qualifying into the World Cup, or a possible qualification as that second place grants you an entrance into the World Cup in Qatar in 2022. But Faroe Islands now becomes a huge game on Tuesday. They need to beat them and not be complacent. And then Moldova in November. But those 2 games, you expect Scotland to win, and they can win those games. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a cracker. Scotland have got there in the end. Sometimes you get a bit of grey hair like you always do watching Scotland. But they're through. They're loving it. They've done it, and that's all that matters. A lot of people said they wouldn't be able to do it tonight. On 7 meetings now, Scotland have won 2 against Israel, and what a game it was in the end. And I'm glad that Steve Clarke and Scotland have managed to score more than 1 goal in a game. So there you go, guys. Scots, enjoy your bucky tonight. Get on the bucky. Get on the Mad Dog. Do it in Scotland style, but they're not actually there yet. Scotland need another 2 more wins to grant them there, and that will come against Faroe Islands and Moldova. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do smash the like button. Do hit the subscribe button. It was lovely meeting some new faces. As I said, we'll be back on Tuesday against the Faroe Islands, and club football will soon follow that at the weekend with Rangers versus Hearts, Motherwell versus Celtic in a double header. Thank you so much for tuning in.